That was about the easiest way for me to double check my measurements and all my calculations. Make sure I have enough room for the window header, enough room for the rafter to come in and butt up to this wall, so we have rafters going off the edge of the house. I sat there and measured out things and did calculations for I don't know how long. Finally got tired of beating my head against the wall and just decided to cut some things up and see how it looked. So that's it. We just got to build the actual wall now and tilt it up into place. So we'll get on to cutting some of these 4x4 posts, and I'll probably end up building the wall in sections and setting it up there. We had a pretty brutal rainstorm come through here yesterday evening into last night. Saturated everything. Everything got totally soaked. I don't know how well plywood's going to hold up. I know you're not supposed to saturate it. It's okay if it gets a little wet. But we were out here at, well, it was probably 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning with a flashlight and a broom, because there's places that the water was kind of setting. Get the broom out and broom it off the side, get the water off the top. Looks like it's drying out pretty good. Got a little spot where the square was sitting. My right angle square, carpenter's square, whatever you want to call it. Take you down here downstairs. We've got that black line that's right above where that carpenter's square was sitting on the floor. And they got to the seam from where two pieces of plywood come together, and that black stuff just came right down through and stained that wood. So we got a little memory every time we look up on that board and remember the rainstorm from when we built the house. We got a couple little puddles left, a couple little ones right there, and there's one bigger one over here, hiding underneath those boards. But for the most part, it's dried out. Didn't take much. It was coming down like crazy though. Coming down so hard, I thought the whole place was just gonna wash away. We had a big old gully washer coming down the driveway and right in between here, this house and the house we're staying in. Washing it out pretty good.
We've got this dormer wall basically built. I managed to build it in a way that I could tilt it up by myself and I can put it together by myself, even though it's 43 feet long, maybe 44 feet long. I can get to the bottom of it to nail the rest of the boards in, and I can get to the top of it to nail the boards in. So coming over here to the window, and each one of these wide spots is a window. We have 5 wide spots on this dormer wall. The roof's going to come in right about here. The window's going to be from this line to this line, if you can see the lines. It's got the window header above it. And I purposely put where the king studs and the jack studs are going to rest for the windows is directly above a 4x4, which is directly above a 4x8 floor joist. Because it's not on an outside wall, I wanted to make sure that it was going to be supported directly on top of a bigger beam. So that's where we've gotten to right now. The next step of what I need to do is cut the headers for the windows and put them in with the jack studs to support them, and then find all the rest of the 16-on center studs so that when we sheathe the outside, we have something to nail to. And then we'll move on from there to finish the rest of the rafters on this side. So not too much longer, and we should be able to get a roof up here on this side of it. Until next time, guys, go make something.